Greetings, dear pilgrims, and welcome to this sacred spiritual journey to the holiest site in Christianity. We are now standing in the heart of Jerusalem, about to visit the very place where the crucifixion of Jesus is believed to have occurred. For many centuries, this sacred site has been enshrined within the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Like countless pilgrims before us, we now begin our own spiritual pilgrimage into this holy sanctuary. We enter through the sacred doorway of the church into one of Christianity's holiest places. The place of crucifixion is reached by climbing these ancient stone steps worn by generations of faithful pilgrims. Every worn step reflects centuries of faith, prayer, and devotion from believers around the world. Below us lies the stone of anointing, where pilgrims gather to seek blessings. People from every corner of the world come here hoping to touch this sacred place of faith. This sacred image reminds us of Abraham and Isaac, foreshadowing Christ's ultimate sacrifice. Just as a ram took Isaac's place, Jesus willingly became the sacrificial lamb for humanity. Our hearts are moved by the sorrow of those who witnessed the crucifixion of Christ. Here we witness the 11th station, where Jesus is nailed to the cross in ultimate sacrifice. Before him stands his mother, carrying the unbearable sorrow of witnessing her son's suffering. Unlike Isaac's story, no substitute appears here because Christ himself became the sacrifice for the salvation of the world. As we move forward, we arrive before the sacred altar of the nailing, marking the place of Christ's suffering. This beautiful altar was presented by the Grand Duke of Tuscany, Ferdinando de' Medici. Pilgrims from around the world patiently wait for their moment of prayer before the holy 12th station. A priest carefully guides the flow so each pilgrim may experience a brief moment of reflection. Beside the altar stands the sorrowful Madonna, her heart pierced with grief and compassion. The dagger reminds us of Simeon's prophecy that a sword would pierce Mary's soul. Here, believers kneel in silence where Christ gave his life for humanity. Beneath the altar, pilgrims are given the chance to touch the holy rock of Calvary itself. The exposed Golgotha rock stands here as a silent witness to sacred history. Behind the altar, Christ crucified stands beside his grieving mother and beloved disciple. The silver-covered figures bring the crucifixion scene to life with powerful emotion and sacred beauty. A visible crack in the Golgotha rock reminds us of the moment the earth shook at Christ's death. As written in the Gospel of Matthew, the rock split apart when Jesus gave his final breath. Take a quiet moment upon this holy ground where Christ's sacrifice forever changed the world. To the right of the sanctuary, we witness the moving scene of Jesus being taken down from the cross. With great sorrow and reverence, his followers carefully prepare his body for burial. Mary now embraces the lifeless body of her son in a moment of unimaginable sorrow and sacred silence. Before us lies the sacred stone of anointing. The body of Jesus was prepared for burial. Pilgrims from around the world come here seeking blessings, comfort, and a deeper connection to Christ. Many believers place sacred objects upon this holy stone as an act of faith and devotion. Above the altar, a beautiful image of Christ's birth reminds us where his earthly journey first began. From Bethlehem to Golgotha, the life of Jesus reveals the complete story of sacrifice. The child born in humility would one day offer himself freely for the salvation of humanity. This sacred sanctuary continues to draw countless pilgrims searching for faith, peace. Every candle burning within this holy place carries prayers, hopes, and silent devotion to God. Every ancient stone within these walls holds centuries of Christian faith and sacred history. In this sacred silence, believers often feel deeply connected to the presence of God. As our sacred journey comes to an end, we leave this holy place with hearts filled with reflection and faith. Thank you for joining this sacred journey to Golgotha, and may God bless you until we meet again. As night falls upon Jerusalem, the holiness of this sacred city continues to inspire. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre stands as an eternal symbol of Christ's sacrifice and resurrection. Even in the quietness of night, pilgrims continue to gather here in prayer and reflection. The gentle light of these candles reminds us that faith continues to shine even in darkness. Sacred prayers and worship continue to fill these ancient walls with spiritual devotion. In the silence of these sacred halls, the history of faith can almost be felt within the stones. Every symbol within this holy sanctuary tells the story of devotion, sacrifice, and hope. The scent of incense and the sound of prayer create an atmosphere of deep spiritual reverence. Jerusalem remains one of the most sacred and spiritually powerful places in the world. For many pilgrims, this journey becomes a deeply personal encounter with faith and devotion. The story of Golgotha reminds us that sacrifice, suffering, and hope are forever connected. With every sunrise over Jerusalem, the message of Christ continues to bring hope to the world. As we leave this sacred place behind, its spiritual impact remains forever within our hearts.